The day has finally come where we're going to start up the car for the first time. Just got the camera and we hooked everything up. Knock sensor, or not the knock sensor, but the crank sensor is off. As you can see, it's right here. Top of the coolant, it has oil. Everything oil and coolant wise is already hooked up. As you can see, it's just the dump valves on the AOS is not hooked up, but that doesn't really matter right now. Turbo skis right there, as you can see. And how are you feeling, Jose?
Chill. Hopefully it runs.
Alright, Jose, give it a couple cranks for us. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn it off. Alright, show us the gauge for a second.
Alright, let's see.
Alright. Ooh. Let it rip. Don't mind the smoke, it was just, I spilled a little bit of coolant everywhere, so it's all good. Oh shit! If you guys are wondering why it's still running, we don't have anything hooked up, we just have the temperature sensor hooked up. That's all we need for a speed density tune. So, oh yeah. It sounds really, really good, guys. It sounds really good. I'm really pumped for this shit. Now we just need to put miles on this motor so we can break it in and then we can make some good power. I think we're hitting 40 pounds of base pressure. We're gonna add a little bit more coolant. Just put it all in there. It doesn't even sound like it's a built motor. It sounds smooth.
Yeah, it sounds.
So shout out to those guys at IAG, they really know how to build a motor together. No leaks of any sort. Let me see what we're sitting at for coolant temps. We're sitting at 136. I believe the thermostat opens up like at 170 or 160. Still no leaks, so we're good. You can see the headers and the oil pan that we put on there. Really, really nice. Can you keep it at like 2,000 RPM for like a minute? What's the temperature like? 163? Okay. So right now we're sitting at 163 for coolant temperature. She sounds really, really healthy, so we're good. Yeah, it sounds really good. So what do you think, Jose? Do you think all this was worth it?
No. I got like 30 gray hairs.
Alright, so let's go look on the AIG website to see what they want us to do next. But let's check the oil. Let's see what the oil's sitting at. Get that right there. Let's see, show the viewers where we're... Go ahead and clean it off.
Yeah. Dry.
Can't really see it, but...
I think it's full.
Maybe. Better than empty.
That's true.
Yeah, it cruises around for a little bit. Perfect.
We gotta put the piping on. Well,
Oh, yeah,
we gotta put the oil pressure sensor.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what it's like, because mine, well, I run synthetic, and I also run racing oil. Like, I run 1550, and right now you're running 530, but I get like 102, 103 PSI on cold starts. I'll put a link in the description box below, but basically it says run engine to operating temperature via coolant temps. Watch carefully for oil pressure. We couldn't do that this time because we didn't have an oil pressure gauge hooked up, but so we just said fuck it and keep an eye out for leaks, which we did. Oil pressure to stabilize once engine has reached operating temperature. What the hell? Wake up! And then it says drive vehicle easy for the first 50 miles using a break-in ECU map, which we currently have. We're gonna use the same people that I went to, which is English Racing, keeping the RPMs below 4,000, 0 boost, 1 to 2 PSI max, vary RPMs and load conditions while driving, shift down, decel, engine brake whenever possible. Engine braking equals good vacuum conditions equals happy engine. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna put on 50 miles on this motor. So probably just like a couple laps around town and then change out that oil, make sure everything's all good. But before we do that, we gotta hook up that oil pressure gauge because I really want to see what's the oil pressure like. I know it's good. I know, like we got the Killer Bee pickup tube, we got the Killer Bee baffle, we got the Killer Bee pan with the extra oil in there. So there's no way it's gonna be starving oil. And we also got the 11 millimeter oil pump in there, so it's a little bit bigger pump, so it'll flow a lot more oil. So I'm not really concerned about the oil pressure. I just curious to see what it's like. All right, Jose, you ready?
No.
All right. So another day in the life in the garage. So we just got the base mat from our tuner for the first time. No, I'm kidding. There was some miscommunications going on, but it's all good. We were thinking that there was something wrong with the car, but it's more or less going to be tune related than anything. I'm not sure if I even showed you guys, but here's the gauges one more time. Oh yeah. So we got the oil pressure gauge over there, the air fuel right there. So right now I'm just going to load up the map. So right there, as you can see, it says change map is successful. Please turn off the ignition for 15 seconds. So I'll turn it off, chill here for a little bit, just double check our work. Everything should be pretty good. We're just going to re-bleed the coolant because we dropped some coolant when we were doing the coolant temp sensor. So we're going to get a funnel, get some water, and get it all set up. So right now we got it all set up. I'm just gonna open up the garage because we don't want to get the shit hotbox. So I'm gonna crank the garage just a little bit. Exhaust fan, check that shit out. Basically what that does, it will help push the exhaust fumes out. So go ahead, Jose, turn it on. Got the little turf key back there. You know how it is. So the issue we were having was on the previous maps, I guess our tuner wasn't informed that this car has some cams, some porta heads, and some other stuff of that nature. So the problem was that the car wasn't really cranking over. Well, it was cranking over, but wasn't really starting on its own power when it was warm. On the cold start, it was perfectly fine, but on a warm start, that's where we had issues. So right now, it's already up to temp. We're gonna see if the car can crank over, maybe with just a little gas and stay on, because that's where we had our issue last time. Give it like a little gas. So the car can start on its own power, it just needs a little gas, but yeah, I mean, that's all good. It'll stay alive.
Should we go drive it?
You want to drive around the block or what? Hit full boost? What?
Not full boost.
Damn, look at that turbo go. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Alright, there it goes. Alright, so all the system has been bled out. We're going to top it off, put the cap on, and take it out for a little test drive. Oh yeah, so we got the Cobb tuning radiator cap, even though it's on backwards, it's all good.
On is on.
Yeah. So right now we're going to get rid of our exhaust fan, get that out of the way. And then we're gonna move my dad's truck, which is right there. See if we can put miles on it. Cam Nation over here.
Alright.
Let's go take a ride in the beast. So right now we're just going on a little cruise. We're going to send our tuner some data logs of the car cruising, and one idling when it's up to temp, and another probably just doing some light load. So yeah. So you can see the car's staying on, which is good, because before it used to die almost at every stop sign. Now it's doing pretty good. Right now, what's your oil pressure at?
So my oil pressure is 55 to 60, just bouncing around. My air fuel is staying around 10, 10.5.
So we'll definitely have to do a dialogue on that. That way we can lean out a little bit.
Yeah. We'll wait till we get to down flat surface though.
Yeah, exactly. Jose was no longer in control of this build, so the car just took over and just like I want this, I want this, I want this. You want to keep that in mind. Do your research, but at the end, I think Jose will be happier with this because this motor can and it's proven to hit 600 reliably. So I think he's gonna be more happy on that rather than a stock block making 600. So I guess in the end it wasn't too bad, right, Jose?
No, just I think I was more stressed out over the course of the week of the tune than the actual build process, because we pretty much tried to pinpoint the issue ourselves because we thought it was on our end where we failed somewhere. But so we went out of our way to get new sensors, check all the wiring and everything possible, and we kind of just were scratching our head at the end of the night after a week, and we're like, well, we did everything on our behalf, so might as well just take it to the tuner, see if they can find out what the issue is. But like I told Damien that the night before, I was like, I'm almost 80% certain it's a tune. It has to be the tune. I don't know, but something was just telling me in the back of my head, and it was a tune.
And we got this new tune, and right now, I mean, it is running a little rich, but I guess it's better to run a little rich than a little lean, especially on a brand new motor like this. So we need to do some revision, but it is running good. It's not stalling. It's it's moving on its own power. Just look at that, you know, like we did this, you know, like out of our garage and our knowledge and shit like that. So it's kind of crazy. Just set a goal, put your mind to it, and you
Achieve it.
Yeah, you can achieve it. So a little word of advice. So Jose, how many miles do you plan on putting on this motor?
Like around 500 to 800 now that it's running fine.
What do you have, like 60 days to get a tune booked?
Yeah, something like that, 60 days to get a tune booked. I'm gonna call them and ask them if I can maybe extend it just because of the 2 weeks delay on their behalf. Just because, I mean, I would assume for lack of communication, like on the tuner himself. I mean, not bashing on him, but he kind of didn't read the description too well. Kind of just skimmed through it. So it was a miscommunication on all halves.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, we're all humans. We all make mistakes. I don't hate the tuner. The tuner's actually a really good guy. He's been tuning my car and his car for a couple years now, and he's actually tuned my car like more than I can count on my one hand. So that just shows you that, like, the reason why I go tune him, because he's a pretty good tuner. But I mean, like I said, everyone makes mistakes, so it's all good. We got the car running good. We're gonna get as much data as we can to the tuner, so like that we can get the best base map for this motor. See, STI is back. Got the STI over there. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Check it out. I got a custom-made intake. Oh, let me connect the light real quick to show you guys. But I got a custom-built intake. It's all welded up. You can see. That way the car looks more complete. And over the winter, I'm gonna get this powder coated as well as the turbo housing and possibly this. I guess we'll just see. Time will tell. And I also got. Oh look, Jose.
Oh, what was it?
Right here. I also got the radiator hose. As you can see, that looked pretty baller on there to match the intake. So yeah, we'll do an install video of that shortly. But for now, all my attention was just on Jose's car and make sure that thing ran good. Does run good. And we just clocked over at, what did you say, 47 miles? Just clocked over 47 miles, so next time you'll see us, we're probably doing oil change, cut up in the oil filter, and do all that shenanigans. So I don't know, leave a comment down below with some color schemes. I kind of want to match the fuel rails and the throttle body with the manifold, but I'm not really too sure. I really don't care about my piping because, quite frankly, you can't really see it. And that's chrome anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, leave a comment down below some color schemes that you guys wanna see. I also got the carbon fiber demon trunk. All sexy, straight from Japan. It took like 2 or 3 months to get here.
It was worth it.
It was all worth it.
Fitment's perfect.
The torsion bars, because the STI ones, they're a lot stronger just for the fact that they carry more weight. So this doesn't say quite flush, but as you can see, it's like a little bit. But on this side, that's where it has tension, so that's why it's like that. But for now, it'll do. And Jose, you want to sign us off?
Like, comment, subscribe, bring your friends around, because we got some more shit going down.
Oh shit.